Coming up on this week's edition of the Packcast, we sit down with head football coach Keith Houston to break down the win game and preview the game against Parkview at War Memorial Stadium. Later, we sit down with local business owners to discuss the Hometown Showdown and the effect that it may have on the community. Later, we sit down with head tennis coach Ronnie Dye and the latest member of MPAN to talk a little bit about tennis and also break down the game at War Memorial. Let's start the Packcast. And welcome to MHS Cyber Studios, sitting down with Marion head football coach Keith Houston. Patriots falling 27-21 to the Win Yellow Jackets last week, taking on the Parkview Patriots at War Memorial Stadium this week. Coach, lost a non-conference game, the season's over, right? We better just pack it up, right?
Definitely not the answer that, we're telling our kids. And, those first three games are just games to give you a chance to play some people and see where you are, and we're going to have a week to evaluate ourselves after this week and fix the things that need to be fixed before we go into conference.
Yellow Jackets, a unique style of offense. We'll see something similar with the Mountain Home Bombers. Do you feel like you gain a ton of experience playing a team like that? Well,
it's all about it's totally different. It's totally different. You go against the rules or whatever you're doing on your defensive side of the football, but Mountain Homes kind of do some of that, but not as in depth as what they do over there in Wynn. And Coach Pascal and them do a really good job, and they made more plays than we did. And unfortunately, we weren't able to come out on top on the scoreboard, but good learning experience for us.
It's always easy to focus on the negatives after a loss. What are some things that you did against the Yellow Jackets that you liked and you want to expand on?
Well, I thought I thought it was a lot of plays where we fitted well on the defensive side of the ball. I thought we executed well some on the offensive side of the ball and did some good things. But it's still a lot of things that we have to get cleaned up on both sides of the ball and in the special team game.
This week you're going against Parkview, a very athletic team. One thing I noticed in practice on Monday, it seemed like there was a unique wide receiver going up against the defense. I believe his name was Keith Houston going up against the defense. Tell us about that practice and what you were planning for.
Well, those guys are big and physical, and they're going to come off the ball and they're going to block you, and they're going to do all the things that you get from a physical football team. They're big, they're athletic. And, I just wanted to get out there and show those guys that, this is what you're going to be going up against each and every play, and just trying to get them prepared for what type of football game we're about to get ready to play against Parkview.
For those that aren't familiar with Parkview, what style of offense and defense do they run, and how we are going to prep?
They are a true, pro-style offense. They use a tight end. They use what people call these days as a sniffer. So it's some 21 personnel, and they're going to run power, they're going to run counter, and they're going to play action and throw some boot stuff off of it. Defensively, man, they have athletes everywhere. They got guys that can make a lot of plays, and they're gonna do a good job of getting prepared for what we do, and if we can do the same thing, and we can give ourselves a chance.
What's the one thing you want to see defensively against an athletic team like that if we need to come out with a win?
We have to tackle well. Without a doubt, they got two kids in the backfield that are highly talented kids, big kids, very powerful and athletic kids that can run. So we're going to have to do a good job of tackling and game tackling at that. They're pretty big kids, so one guy's not going to take them down. So we're going to have to get to the ball on the defensive side of the ball, gang tackle, and try to create some turnovers.
War Memorial, the second biggest stadium in the state of Arkansas. How do you keep the players just remind them this is just a normal game outside of the larger venue?
Well, it don't matter about the venue. You know, you still got to get on those white lines. In between those white lines, you still got to snap the ball. You still got to block. You still got to catch balls. You still have to tackle. So it don't matter where you are at any point. We try not to, let that get to our heads. And it's football. We're playing football. No matter where we're playing, we can go in the backyard if it's lined up. And you still have to go out and execute the things that you've been coached to do throughout the week. 2
straight weeks I've had the privilege to ask this. Didn't seem like there was an empty seat at Patriots Stadium. What did you think of the crowd?
Man, it's awesome, and that says a lot about, people, getting on board with what we're doing here. And it's exciting to come through those gates and look and see that it's a packed house. I know our kids love it. And we want to continue to pack it out no matter where we go. We want people to travel with us, and we're going to do a good job of putting on a good show.
Coach Keith Houston, we'll be right back with the Packcast.
Mitchell Family Medicine provides exceptional medical care and compassionate hope to the whole family. We accept patients of all ages and are here to serve you. We take care of chronic conditions, annual physicals, acute care medical needs, and so much more. For your convenience, we have an in-house x-ray, lab, and pharmacy. Come see us at our new location at 924 Highway 77 in Marion, or find us online at mitchellfamilymedicine.com. Mitchell Family Medicine. You can depend on us for life.
Wouldn't it be great if there was a one-stop shop for all of your automotive, hardware, lawn and garden, and farm supply needs? It just so happens that such a place exists right here in Marion. Cliff's Auto Parts. Family owned for 32 years. They can cut keys of all kinds, including transponder keys. They also create custom hydraulic hoses, and they carry a wide range of lawnmower parts. If they don't have it, they can get it. Cliff's Auto Parts, 120 Block Street in Marion.
And welcome back to this week's episode of the Packcast. I'm sitting down with some local business owners from the community as a part of the Hometown Showdown. These 3 different companies. We have Mr. Marcus Felix representing ServiceMaster, Mr. Courtney Woodson representing I Would Fix It, and Miss Shelby Jo Finnermore, you got to throw the Finner in, with Fidelity Bank. They all are sponsors for the Hometown Showdown. And this has been a very unique opportunity with this event because it's accommodating businesses of all sizes. So, Mr. Marcus Felix, I'd like to start with you. Your corporation, ServiceMaster, has a huge presence in the Mid-South, new HQ in downtown Memphis, and has done a lot. What does the Hometown Showdown mean to ServiceMaster?
Sure. ServiceMaster Facility Maintenance is my local franchise. We're a strong advocate of community service and education in general. We partnered with various outfits like the Kappas of Memphis with the Kappa Days of Caring, where we did STEM programs over the last couple of years. We actually participated in the Marion Parade here a couple of years ago. We built a float, came out to the community. We partnered with companies like Nike to do trash pickups in the local community. So anytime we can get involved in any community, avenue, that's always a win-win for us.
And so, what is your relationship with the Hometown Showdown football game? What does that cover?
Well, first of all, we're sponsoring. We're halftime sponsors this year. We're proud to be that. You should look for us at the tailgate party. Of course, Fred Leonard. Halftime, we'll be out and we'll be tailgating along with other businesses, and it actually has a very personal aspect with us too, because our ownership group, they have kids in the Marion School District. I went to the Marion School District Marion School System. Class of '87, and also we have personnel in our office that have children in the West Memphis School District. So we're just proud to be a part.
So there's a family aspect to this for ServiceMaster. Absolutely. Well, that's great. Mr. Courtney Woodson of I Would Fix It, fairly new small business in Marion. You have a unique role with the Hometown Showdown and the website. Tell us about that.
So this year, I decided, that it would be a good time for I Would Fix It to take that step and start getting involved in the community. So as you stated, we opened in Marion in 2017. We took time to get ourselves established. And then this year we felt like was a good opportunity for us to get involved in the community. So we're doing a few other community things, but definitely wanted to be involved in this as well. One reason I have daughters in the school district. I have one daughter that's actually in high school. So to her, it's pretty cool that my dad's logo is is going to be involved. But definitely just wanted to showcase also like some of our talents, some of the things that we do and we offer as as our capabilities as a small business to the community.
Okay, so having a daughter who I taught in in the Marion School District and knowing how much this game means to both the Marion School District and the West Memphis School District, how does that benefit your small business?
So recently, that's a good question. Recently, we've just noticed a lot more foot traffic in the store. So we're noticing. We went from, of course, to opening the doors to not having 1 to 2 people in every week. We're now noticing we're getting a lot more phone calls. We're getting a lot more people that show up. We're getting a lot of messages on our site. It's just business is definitely picking up. And one of the things that we do here is that we've seen your logo. We see that you're definitely involved in the community. We talk to people and we've heard good things. So
well, that's good. We're certainly glad that the name of Marion School District can be a benefit to our local businesses. And now Fidelity Bank, a proud Patriot partner, has been here for forever, it seems like, and has that established reputation as the bank for Crittenden County.
Right.
What does this mean to Fidelity Bank, the Hometown Showdown? Because you've got branches in both towns.
Right. So at Fidelity Bank, we truly believe in embodying a real community bank, and we have for over 50 years. So to us, both school districts, the Marion and the West Memphis School District, they are the heart of this community. And these are our customers, these families, these kids, they're our customers, and we don't take that for granted. And so the Hometown Showdown is a perfect platform for us to show the community just how committed we are to the growth of this area. And not only that, but it gives us the opportunity to show these families and these kids how grateful we are for this area and this community to let us grow and thrive and essentially be its longest standing locally owned bank. So the Hometown Showdown is just a perfect platform for us, and it's something that we are very excited to be a part of.
Maybe what specifically, maybe for you or as a representative of Fidelity Bank, what part of this do you really take a lot of pride in or look forward to the most?
So for us, we're all about the county. We love Crittenden County. We are committed to Crittenden County. We are always looking for ways to dive in the community. And so to have an event that embodies both school districts and represents both school districts really serves us well, because we're not here to pick sides. We're here to bring the county together, and we're here to just essentially grow this area. And so that's really what we want to represent.
Okay. So with this Hometown Showdown, it wasn't always this big.
Right.
It took a lot of vision, and it took a lot of leadership from the Kappas, Mr. Grandin Gray. And,
Right.
this year it has the title sponsor with Fred Leonard. How do you see this as a platform for your business? Maybe with Service Master, what do you believe that this game has to offer for your business?
Well, first of all, like some of the other patrons said, that it actually gives you exposure as far as exposing your name and your brand, getting your brand out there where people see that you're much more than just a business. You're part of the community. So that's important for us, and then that in turn, you actually get people actually saying things like this gentleman said that, hey, I saw you guys at the parade, or in this case, we hope, out at the game and interacting and shaking hands and just being part of the community in general. So, I mean, it's always a win for us to be able to get that type of exposure.
And either of you, it seems like this builds some kind of element of trust when your brands are seen at this local level. This is obviously a huge event for Crittenden County, the largest sporting event. But there's something very, very personal about it too. I don't know if it's the rivalry, the y'all versus us, or if it's the coming together saying, I can support my team. What elements do you look forward to being created with this event and your businesses?
So for me, it's, the opportunity to give back is super important. So just being able to give back, being able to be part of, like I said, the building of this county. I mean, it's, I've been here 10 years. I want to see it grow. I mean, it's grown. I want to continue to see it grow. I want to be here for a while. So I think those aspects just, they all, come into play when I think about what we're doing.
So it seems like over the past couple of years we've gotten some positive momentum in the county itself, and this game has grown with that. If you were looking into your crystal ball, Shelby Jo, where do you see this going as someone who's been with it since day one?
This particular event? Okay. Well, I just really admire what Grandin Gray and Fred Leonard have done and their whole crew. To me, I personally just really enjoy the camaraderie of everyone coming together before the event. You've got some Marion fans, you've got some Blue Devil fans, but at the end of the day, we can all sit there and we can network and we can hang out with the kids and we can hang out with school teachers, and we can come together for one common goal before the game, and that is to strengthen the community.
So there's a lot of a huge upside for local businesses to being a part of this event. I know sponsorships are still available. If you want to check that out, it's at HometownShowdownAR.com. Check out the St. Jude Game Day Give Back. We're all wearing our pins and representing the efforts of the St. Jude Game Day Give Back so that we as a community can reach the $10,000 goal of uniting for the cause of St. Jude, because that's just something that we all can get behind. Well, I appreciate you three coming by today, sitting down with us and talking about the Hometown Showdown. It's been a pleasure, and we look forward to seeing you, at Hamilton Schultz on game day. Good to see y'all. We'll be right back.
JR&K Printing has been providing printing services for over 30 years, printing everything from business cards to booklets. JR&K Printing also has the newest equipment to help produce the lowest cost signs, banners, and custom t-shirts. Look us up on Facebook or visit www.jrkprinting.com. A proud Patriot partner.
At Faulkner Eye Clinic, they strive to treat you the way that you want to be treated, with top quality eye care by use of technology and experience. Quality to them means being thorough and finding out how you use your vision, thus helping your efficiency. The long-term health of your eyes and vision need to be protected. That's why pictures of your retina and scans of your eyes can be important parts of protecting your vision from health issues like diabetes and high blood pressure, or vision issues like cataracts, macular degeneration, or glaucoma. Faulkner Eye Clinic. They want to help you help yourself. A proud Patriot partner.
And welcome back to MHS Cyber Studios here with the Packcast, sitting down with a new face for Patriot fans. Behind the mic is Landon. We've had a ton of people on with the Marion Patriots Athletics Network throughout the years. Jonathan Crimes has been on here, Chuck Livingston. Even Ken Mitchell, David Fogelman have called a game on the Marion Patriots Athletics Network. But right now I want to introduce to you the man that's going to be calling Friday's game at War Memorial with me, Mr. Ronnie Dye. Ronnie, good to see you again. I know you're busy with tennis, but first things first, for the people that may not be familiar with you, can you just let us know just a little bit about who you are?
Yeah, sure. I'm a 49-year-old first-year teacher, coach. Came from the last 17 years, been doing youth ministry and worship at Maple Grove Baptist Church in Truman. Also do a little PA for Arkansas State University and some area high schools. So married, have two grown boys, and just living the dream, man.
And for people that may not have just caught that, if you've been to some games up in Jonesboro recently, you may have heard his voice. The public address announcer for the Arkansas State Red Wolves. That's got to be a super fun experience getting to call D1 football. Like
It is. It really is. Now the thing about it is, it's all like it's detailed out to the second. So when you're doing those reads, you have to make sure you're on point, or else you get behind and it just throws everything off. So it's a lot of pressure to do that. Matter of fact, last year, the very first home game, there were 50 reads in one game, and it was incredibly intense trying to get all that stuff done. But it is a lot of fun. You have to have a good spotter up there because you're up pretty high in that stadium.
Speaking of which, we'll be pretty high up ourselves over at War Memorial. First game with the Marion Patriots Athletics Network. How excited would you say you are?
Oh man, I'm pumped. I am pumped for that. I'm excited to be here and to be a part, and I've been really impressed with Marion School District so far.
All right, now on to the main reason we have you here. Let's talk some tennis. It seems like every time I get a text from you updating with scores, it seems like you always have some wins to report. It seems like we're trending in the right direction with tennis. What's been your evaluation so far?
When we got here, first month or so, it was kind of, okay, there's a few kids that can play, and we had several that had never picked up a racket before. But they've been really, really great kids and have really been working hard, and we've seen some improvement over the last month or so, and we're starting to see that mount up with some victories. And right now the guys are 2-2-2, which you hate to have ties, but we do have 2 ties on the season, and the girls are 2-3-1 right now. So I think those are. I'm not sure what their record was last year, but I think they've had 2 more wins than they have. So.
Who are some of your individual standouts? Like, who are some of the players that you can just throw out on the court and you almost expect them to get a win?
Parker Tyler has been leading the way for us so far. He's a junior for our boys team, and he really had an impressive showing at Mountain Home last week. He was down 5-0 to their number 1 seed and came back and beat that kid 8-6. And then turned around, and the next match he played their number 2 and was down 5-2 against him. Came back and beat him 9-7. So that was our only 2 wins against Mountain Home, which was a pretty good squad, but he had an impressive showing. So on the girls' side, Leah Henson and Brooke Bayer, they're 5-2, I believe, in doubles. Been playing pretty well for us on that side. Kelly Peterson and Cora Wilson, which is our number 1 doubles team on the girls' side. They, I think they're 2-2 on the season, but they have played well as of late, and so we expect great things out of those combinations going forward.
It seems like you've sent me some photos of, well, it looks like everybody's having a blast with the team. How's your first year with the squad been?
Yeah, it's been great. I told Coach Harrell just the other day, I said, we have the greatest kids, and there's not been one problem with any of those kids, and they've done exactly what we've asked them to do. We our theme is level up. That's what we put on everything, and it's what we talk about all the time. And our goal is, I don't expect them to be perfect, but I do expect them to improve. And we've seen that so far, and they're doing everything we've asked them to do to make that happen.
I've been to a couple practices. I've seen some of the drills you've been doing. They're pretty unique. What's a typical Ronnie Dye led practice like for the tennis team?
Yeah, we do some drills. We try to work on footwork. I had them the other day put some cones on the baseline and had them serve where they had to kind of jump over those cones a little bit. And the idea was to create some power behind the serve, kind of increase the speed and stuff. And that was a little awkward for them, but they keep working on it, and eventually they'll get it down. You know, they say practice makes permanent, and that's what we're trying to do, is we practice the way we expect to play. And so they're getting there, and you see a lot of improvement with them every single time we step out.
Schedule getting shorter every day. What are some games that you've got circled the rest of the way out?
Yeah. So this week has actually been a pretty tough stretch for us. We have Jonesboro twice this week, including tonight, and of course they're defending state champions, both boys and girls, so they have a pretty good team, and they swept us at Jonesboro on Monday. But I told the kids, the goal is to level up tonight, and whatever you Monday. We need to improve on that tonight. And so we have Jonesboro, and then next week we have West Memphis and Mountain Home here at Marion, and then follow that up the week after with Nettleton and Searcy. Nettleton game being on the road and Searcy being here. So it's a pretty tough stretch. Searcy's pretty good. Mountain Home is good, and Jonesboro is good. So against West Memphis, our boys beat them the first match of the season, and the girls lost on that side. But the girls could very easily come out with a win in that one as well.
Pretty impressive. Anything you want to add? Anything Patriot Nation should know about tennis before we wrap this up?
I think tennis is on the rise, and appreciate all the support we've been getting from fans and from the administration and folks here, and you guys that are promoting everything here. And just look forward to conference tournament coming up. That's where it all counts, and seeing some of our guys make it to the next level.
Alrighty, all that's left is head up to War Memorial on Friday and hope for a Patriot win. Thanks for coming.
Patriots versus Patriots. That's exciting.